What's up? This is Bianca Shaw, and we rocking out with Media Leeks. Let's go.
Media Leeks official business in the building. We have the one and only Bianca Shaw.
What's up?
Let's get it. Let's go.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for blessing us.
How goes wild. Where's my paper ball so I can
Let's
shoot
get
in
it.
the
Let's
trash?
get it. Been a huge fan for the longest.
Thank you.
Just want to say thank you. Born and raised in Chicago.
That's right, West Side.
West Side. You've been doing music for all your life. What are some of your inspirations?
First of all, my inspiration came from my family, like with my mom.
Family first.
Yeah, and she was the director of the choir, so it would be me and all my siblings. My dad was on the usher board.
Okay.
So,
Shout out OG.
you know, we always used to sing songs at home, everywhere. She used to do impersonations of Tina Turner, so I just had a lot to watch, you know, from her. And then my brother, he always listened to the greats, you know, Nas, Tupac, Biggie,
Okay.
KRS-One. So
Wow.
I used to always listen to what he was listening to, and he used to drive me in the cars all the time, and I used to hear that. So those are my biggest inspirations.
Okay.
Come from my family.
You cite Missy Elliott, Erykah Badu, and you touch on legendary Beyonce.
Yeah.
You say you love how she's able to produce, sell records, and never compromise who she is as a human being, an artist, an entrepreneur, and a business. How important is that?
It's very important, just because in this industry, sometimes you can get a little bit wrapped up with other people telling you how you should be. And
Talk to 'em.
only you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you stand your ground. If they tell you to go pop and you don't want to go pop, then don't go pop. You know, if you want to do something, whatever you want to do, it's your life. It's nobody else's. You know, you got to live for you.
Okay. Damn, I love that answer, yo, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
What is one of your favorite things about being on stage?
My favorite thing about being on stage is that I could be myself without judgment, you know? So it's, I can make jokes, and I just feel like I can talk to those people, you know? You wanna do that again?
Pause.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. So just keep going in general,
Yeah, we
if
good.
anything happens?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. I need to. No one outside. Jesus, I love this record. Okay, I'm gonna ask about it.
All right.
We gonna touch on Sway real quick.
He wanted to say, what's all that noise going on?
Like I'm
here?
like, God damn it, like. Okay.
That's because it's them old heads. You know them old heads don't really.
Let's get it, yo.
They don't be listening to nobody.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll tell y'all later, but yeah, it's crazy. But we gonna keep it rocking and rolling, G. Okay. You were on Sway in the Morning. Like, what was that whole experience like? Like that vibe, like.
Yeah, Sway was dope. I was just a little bit shocked, you know, because it was celebrities walking in and out the elevator in New York. And I had just been there like a couple months ago, and I never knew these buildings even existed until I went, you know, with TVE. So when I went there, you know, Sway was cool. He gave me some great advice. It was just, I was kind of in my head a little bit. So I was nervous. I was really, really nervous. And sometimes you're your own worst critic. So that was a big lesson for me. Yeah, it was a big lesson for me. Just to make sure I stay prepared, you know, so you don't have to get prepared.
That's right, that's right.
So it was wrong. And then, you know, he gave me some good advice too, which I just shared on my Instagram, which was Sway. I was telling him how tired I was of posting the same thing, and he was like, I looked at your stuff, you know, you got some good stuff on there. I seen you did an Eminem remix to Rap God. He was like, you got some good stuff on there. Don't dismiss your project.
Look who you getting kudos from.
I know, right?
Like, it's crazy.
He was like, you got some good stuff on your project. Don't dismiss it. Because I'm sure only about, 4,000 or 5,000 people heard it. There's millions of people in the world. Billions.
Billions.
So he was like, just keep pushing it and stay focused. You got it.
You do.
So, you know, I really appreciate that from him.
Okay. You have a new project out titled Exhale. You have a single on there called Bipolar.
Uh-huh.
Let's go through the motions of what like this single actually means. I saw the video, wavy, dope, very creative.
Dope, thank you.
I feel like you reached in deep with this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a way I was feeling, and that's music anyway, you know? Music is just how you feel. It's a reflection of how you feel at the moment.
Okay.
So, you know, that's how I was feeling at the moment. I felt like, you know, you have these love-hate relationships where you feel like you really love somebody, and then next minute you feel like you want to smother them, or maybe you put some type of poison in their drink. Not saying that I would ever do that, but you know, it was a thought.
I love her, yo.
So I just wanted to try to be as authentic as possible.
Okay.
And, you know, I felt like two different people at the time, so that's why, you know, I named it that. And I think it's good to open that conversation, to be aware of your feelings and of your mental health at the time. So, you know, just because I don't have bipolar disorder doesn't mean that I wasn't feeling like I was in a battle with myself. Like, you know, sometimes we all,
it's just like,
sometimes we all like have that battle within.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I should do this or I should do this. Like, go kill this nigga. No, don't go kill it. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you turned it into a form of creativity. So
right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So I mean, I was very proud of that song. I still am. I hope that song gets the recognition that it deserves. And I'm not just saying it because it's me, but I feel like it was executed perfectly.
Okay. You mentioned TBE. You have a feature with the one and only Taylor Bennett, No One Outside. Me personally, I just want to say I love this record. I think your vocals are amazing on it.
Thank you.
What is this dynamic like working with him? Like, because the record is amazing.
Just working with Taylor and Chance, I think it's dope. Like, it's always good vibes, and he always be like, "What's up? You need anything?" You know, and stuff like that. So genuine. I think, you know, it's just like Chicago, you know.
Chicago needs
so
more.
It's genuine. It's always, you know, like it kind of feels like home, you know. So I think, you know, I had a really good time making a record with them.
Oh man, that's dope. That's what matters at the end of it, yo.
Yeah.
For real. Chasing your dreams, believing in yourself. What would you tell young people, and what would you tell aspiring people that's climbing on their way up when they feel like they just can't do it anymore? When they feel like they're at their end?
Well, I just feel like I couldn't do it anymore last week. So
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Last week, yesterday, like it's kind of up and down. You know, as artists and creatives, we feel like sometimes like, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? Yeah. And you have to remember what started you into doing this in the first place. It's your passion, right? So if it's your passion, you should try to do everything you can to make that work. And that's what I'm doing. Because I feel like I have a gift, I have a voice that I want to share with the world. And it's not even just that I make dope music. I want to really impact my community, and I want to impact, you know, the people around me, to let them know that this is possible for you. You know, I grew up on the west side of Chicago. What? We didn't have, like, at school, half of my pages was ripped out the book. You know? I didn't think I would ever see Sway in the morning.
You are a superhero. I mean, mom. Super mom. To two beautiful twins. Twin boys or twin girls?
I have a boy and a girl.
Jesus, you got the best of both worlds.
I know,
okay,
right?
Lord,
God
look, help
right?
everybody, because they gonna kill somebody about their OG.
Good.
Like. How did you, and do you, incorporate this mission, this God-given task, into your everyday life and career? How do you balance that?
I don't know.
I think it's beautiful. I just want to start off by saying I think that is beautiful. Like,
thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I balance. I would say God. You know, I pray and I just ask for, you know, guidance. So, you know, with that, my music, I was on the stage like a month after I gave birth to them, because they're 5 years old now. So a month after, I'm like, nah. And it was my first 30-minute set. So
how?
first one, and I'm just up there, like, feeling like my inside's about to fall out. But
I'm here, though. Like, you know.
I was in there, and, I just made it work. It was really stressful, and that was the first time I realized that postpartum depression exists.
Wow.
I mean, and not to be ignorant, but as Black people, we be thinking nothing can affect us. So I'm glad that like mental health awareness and postpartum and all of these things just affecting our everyday life, our mentality.
Tough.
So all of these things, I'm just like, this ain't affecting me. So I just went off on my whole family one day, like on some, and I didn't know what was happening to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I went to Target, I felt free because I didn't have no baby. Like, that was my first time having to be attached to living beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually people take that shit for granted, getting out the car by themselves and going to, now you got to do all this extra shit. Like, and it was just a lot. Yeah, it was a big responsibility, and it was a lot for me. Because you couldn't catch me before I had the babies. Like, you couldn't catch me at all. So now I just try to make sure that, everything I'm doing is for them.
That's beautiful.
And for my family and my community,
They're going to look up
God,
and be so inspired by their mom. Like,
I think they're inspired already. They're my biggest fans. They're my biggest fans.
They know the words to every song.
They know all my songs, but I try to play the non-cussing music.
I know this, right?
Because, I don't want them
Mommy,
saying
it's you, right?
Yeah, and one day I made a mistake and played something with cussing, and they're like, Mommy, why did you say this one? I'm just like,
they know how to find you
it.
on YouTube?
Nah, no.
They're going to find out.
Maybe when they a little older.
Is this you? Like, I mean, like.
Yeah, but they super, they already talented. I can tell. They got it in them all the way. $100,000. They be helping me write stuff.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But,
what can the fans expect coming up?
I have a lot coming up.
That you can let us in on, because we know everything.
Yeah, I know. I got some good stuff coming up for next year, but if you want to follow me, BiancaShaw.com, or my Instagram at Bianca Shaw Music. So, anything you want to know that's coming up, definitely, follow those pages. But I got a show in November. The only way you're going to find out, though, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, I heard it.
I got a show in November, and then one in December. And then the next year is a takeoff, so.
That's crazy. We just blessed to be able to have you sit down with us. Say it one more time, I'm ultimate fan. Seen you at a few performances, front row status, like I'm not missing anything.
Yeah. I remember you was up there. You was a genuine soul, I mess with genuine souls, for real.
I remember meeting you for the first time at Complex about a year ago.
Shout out to Complex, by the way.
And I'm just like, how does all of this come from this little
small
bitty person?
Package,
like,
big
I'm
things,
just
small
like,
packages, right? Everybody be like, you look so much taller on stage.
What is going on a date with Bianca Shaw like? What is that like? Well,
I'm extremely goofy, and anybody who go out on a date with me and survive.
I love her, G. Okay.
No, I think I'm dope, though. Like, I mean, I make a few jokes, but if I ain't really rocking with you, we just gonna have I don't know. The first date is kind of preliminary, so you don't really get to know a person till you get like 2-4 dates in.
Okay. When you in the studio, you rather have alcohol or weed?
I don't smoke, actually.
Okay.
I actually hate smoke, the smell.
Okay.
But I do deal with it. So I'd rather
I'd
rather have alcohol. Anything that has alcohol in it is good with me. Not really picky.
Okay.
12.5 and over, baby.
Okay. Do you have a? Do you got an age limit on dating?
Right now.
Like,
ooh.
I'm curious.
My age limit on dating is
too old,
like 85,
too young.
I would say.
I hate them. This is Media Leeks. This is Media Leeks, bro. She said have the granddaddies.
No, not 85. No. Okay, so the oldest I would probably say would be 35, and the youngest would be 26.
can't breathe.
You know, I don't know. The youngest
Okay.
would be like 20,
Something ish.
Shit.
Like you like ish.
25, 26.
26.
Yeah, you know what? That's it right there. The youngest will be mature in their mind.
Okay.
Mentally mature. Because sometimes you would date a 30-year-old. And legal? No,
And they
I
be
don't
17
date
and
nobody
look.
that's like 17, 18, no.
You got a lot of mature 16-year-olds is out there.
But you gotta be mature because you would date a 30-year-old who act like a 17-year-old. And then you'll meet a 21-year-old who act more mature than the last 5 men that you dated. You know what I'm saying?
People like, what?
Yeah, so it's just really about upbringing.
You got a celebrity crush at all? Let us
I kind of like Michael B.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B, if you see
But
this.
You know, what's the dark-skinned guy who played on Biker Boys with the big lips?
Is it Idris? Is
No,
it
not
Idris?
Idris. I like him, but he taking up. No, it's a dark-skinned guy that play on Biker Boys.
I know Biker Boys.
The dark, he was, yeah, with him, but he was the main character. Man, y'all don't know movies in here.
This is crazy.
Alonzo.
His name Alonzo?
Light-skinned guy?
No, he dark. I love the dark skin. I like dark skin.
She ain't wrong. Hey.
But I don't remember his name, but he fine though.
Okay. Let me see.
I mean, not saying that I'm discriminating against nobody.
We don't think that like.
Because I'm like,
Dead.
there is no shade. There is no color. Just respect. That's all I'm looking for. Respect, love, commitment, food.
Wildest experience while you've been on tour? Like the craziest thing that didn't happen to you? Like, what?
As I said, I'm kind of an introvert, so I really don't be following people around. Like I just kind of stay to myself.
Okay.
I be like making music and reading books and trying
Okay,
to
yeah.
figure out ways to take over.
You ain't, I mean, I love, you ain't.
So I didn't really have like a crazy experience, but
You ever had a fan
They
that was
do
a
be
little,
wildin'.
that's what I'm saying, like,
be wild.
you ever had a fan that was a little too extra and you like, whoa, like,
Yeah, but since I'm a female, I just be like, hey, go. I just kind of step away from the situation and I let other people handle it.
okay.
So yeah.
What has just being around so many different brands and
Yeah.
businesses taught you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What has it taught you as a business and a businesswoman?
That it's a business. I don't know how else to kind of put that. It's always business first. So
Okay.
you have to make sure you stick to your guns. You got to be able to bring something to the table.
Okay.
And I don't know, just believe in yourself. That's the number one thing. Like, Mark, you got to hype yourself up, even if ain't nobody else hype you up.
That's crazy.
If you hype yourself up, you know what everybody else gonna do? Follow suit. So you gotta make sure you do that shit. Like with Lil Wayne, when he was calling himself the best rapper, everybody was like, he ain't no best rapper, blah, blah. He kept saying that shit so much
Wayne got it.
that everybody was like, yeah, he the best rapper. Like, so you gotta
How you feel about
get
the
in where you
baby?
fit in. I love the baby.
Yeah, you go crazy.
I love the baby. I like him. I seen him at Lyrical Lemonade.
That's
actually.
that's crazy.
And I'm like, who is this? I never heard of him before. But he came on stage with all his homies. He had that little big ass baby on the stage. The blow up baby. I'm damn, this nigga raw. And
Wow, yo,
yeah,
like-
he had all his friends doing that around the stage. He cold. I love it. I
straight.
love it. And the diaper, I don't think the baby did. Not the baby, but
I called him in Atlanta and
he had a diaper on?
Wow.
Oh, that's funny as hell. But I like that type of shit, like that creative stuff, because you
Yeah.
know why? You're going to remember that forever. So that's something else to remember. Like,
If you could pick one artist, like tomorrow, that you could make a record with, one, gotta be one.
man. Because sometimes your favorite artists ain't always people you want to collab with,
Okay.
but they are people that you respect. But I would say the baby. Probably Missy Elliott.
Y'all heard it here first.
Missy Elliott.
Okay.
I like Megan. I think we'll do a good job.
Megan.
Yeah, I love Megan.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj. Like,
Okay.
shout out to all them. Lauryn Hill. Even like people in Chicago. I fuck with a
Lauryn
lot
Hill.
of people in Chicago.
How you feel
But I
about
don't know.
Hitter?
Whatever meshes well. I'm into making good music. I don't care if you have a big name or if you underground. I just like making good music. So if you dope,
Okay.
I'm rocking with you. Just to let you know.
I just want to real quick thank you for coming out, sitting
sure.
down with us. Like, this has been like amazing.
For sure.
You are our first verified artist. And like, if you would have told me that this was gonna happen 2-3 years ago,
Yeah.
I would have laughed. I would have laughed. I want to encourage all of you guys to check out MediaLeeks.com for more content. We are live. We are in the flesh right here with Miss Bianca Shaw. Let's get it. Let's go.
And BiancaShaw.com, since y'all at it.
Let's get it. Let's go. Where can
Yeah.
they find you on social media?
At Bianca Shaw Music on Instagram. At Bianca Shaw Music on Facebook.
Y'all heard it here first, yo.
Follow me.
Let's get it.